Volatility is quietly destroying up to 10% of supply chain value. Not because of disruption, but because most companies only plan 2 or 3 days ahead. When demand spikes hit, truck requirements explode, and transportation costs follow. Most companies operate within a narrow planning window. That short-term focus forces planners to guess at future demand. In real operations, volume can swing from 2 trucks one day to 24 the next. Core carriers get overwhelmed. Freight spills into the spot market. Rates surge, costs double. Inventory may be protected, but transportation stability collapses. Traditional planning systems prioritize inventory thresholds over transportation capability. When safety stock drops, they trigger replenishment, regardless of carrier availability or dock throughput. They react. They don't simulate network constraints. They don't evaluate lane interdependencies. They don't balance execution capacity. What happens on one lane impacts another. LevelLoad is a digital twin of the supply network. It creates a synchronized 30-day transportation plan that works inside the network's real execution capacity. First, data synthesis. LevelLoad gathers data from planning and execution systems and combines it with known carrier and warehouse capabilities. Then, it builds a forward-looking supply network plan. It sees demand spikes, like month-end sales pushes, before they hit. It pulls forward critical products, pushes less urgent freight later, and smooths volume across lanes. All decisions are made simultaneously, because actions on one lane affect the entire network. The output is precise, a day-by-day shipment plan by origin, destination, and mode. Carrier equipment is reserved days in advance, securing preferred low-cost capacity before competitors. Truck requirements are passed to ERP as a shell STTO, triggering the TMS to tender the exact number of trucks required. Importantly, load contents are not locked too early. Closer to pickup, AutoO2 uses the latest supply planning data to optimize what goes on each truck. If only 2 trucks are available, AutoO2 prioritizes the most critical products. It recalculates picking and loading guidance, reducing errors and improving warehouse productivity. LevelLoad prescribes the trucks. AutoO2 fills them intelligently. The result is a plan that can actually be executed. Preferred core carriers are secured earlier. Spot exposure declines. Warehouse labor aligns with volume. Deadhead miles are reduced. Transportation shifts from reactive firefighting to predictable performance. In today's never-normal environment, success requires seeing the tsunami before it hits. LevelLoad smooths demand, stabilizes your network, and captures the value that volatility erodes. Contact us to learn how LevelLoad and AutoO2 can transform your supply chain into a predictable, scalable machine.